really seeing what this building can offer for the community as a whole has just made the community proud. When families and parents come in, they're just excited to see what this beautiful building represents for their own children. The students are super excited, and of course the staff. They deserve, as much as the students in the community, to be in a place that's 21st century, top-notch. And all of the intricacies of the building that represent the different learning spaces and light and color and theme, all really, I think, make people really proud of the work that went into the building.
Hutteball and Oremus involved many different stakeholders of our school community, from community members and staff and administration, and district folks as well. And they walked us through the visioning process and facilitated all the meetings, and were highly organized and were really good listeners. I think all those contributed to making it a successful partnership.
Normally when you have a successful project, you have a good team. And what I mean that I had a good design team, that they designed a good school for me, and then at the same time I had a good contractor, a good consultant, that they worked cohesively with the design team to deliver a product on budget and on schedule at the end of the day.
I think one of my favorite parts of the school, physically, is the library. It's centrally located within the middle of the school, the campus. And inside, there's alcoves for students, for small groups of students to come together to read. At the same time, it has a theme. And so you're going to see seagulls on the walls, and you're going to see fish on the floor. Not real ones, but you're also going to get a lot of light. So there's a whole east-facing wall that is just full of windows. And so lots of light and opportunity to see the green belt that's adjacent to us across the street.
The north portion of the property is wooded, and the layout of the school was done very carefully and thoughtful, such that it butted right up against the wooded areas. And so you have some really nice views of wooded areas. You have a trail that goes through the wooded areas. You have outdoor learning capabilities, and just the layout on the site in general for an elementary school was great.
And it was very intentional in working with the architects to make sure that we had lots of opportunities to have outside spaces. So there's even a trail that goes through that green belt where kids can go and learn about ecology, the forest. They can learn about plant life. It's basically like an outdoor ed experience on campus. In addition to that, we have courtyard where kids can go and just view nature as they're reading, or maybe engaged in an art activity, or maybe even a writing activity based on what they see around them in their place.
One of the other tools that we were given to use as we got ready to plan for the school was all the staff members, all the stakeholders actually, were asked to fill out a form. And it said, what are the things that I must have in my classroom, in my school? What are the things I wish I could have? And what are the things I don't want changed? And all of that was compiled and given to Hutteball and Oremus. And as I read these this morning, I was just amazed that everything they said that they must have, they got. So Hutteball and Oremus did a nice job of listening to the teachers. And I think that when the school opened and they got to see it for the first time and start using it for the first few weeks, they were going, oh my God, this school is actually what we wanted. And that was the first time I actually heard that unanimously, because I've worked on a few other projects.
I think probably the biggest thing that Hutteball and Oremus did for us was just help us from the very beginning think about vision. Think about what we wanted our students to experience while they're in the school. And so from the very beginning, when we had small groups of staff working with community members and the architecture firm, we came together and really just spent some time thinking about that vision in those initial meetings. And from there, just their intentionality of collaborating with staff, seeking input, really thinking about the instructional planning that we do and thinking about how that could align with the physical structure of the building was just consistent throughout. And it was, what my staff says to me is that they listened. I just think that collaboration piece was so strong that made it so successful for all of us, so that we were, when we got to the building and we had 400 to 500 people there for our grand opening, it just really was truly a celebration of Des Moines. The school and the school district coming together, just really proud of it.